Hello, this is Channel 12 News. My name is Andres Carcedo, and today I'll be interviewing 5 people about Martin Luther King's life. How did Martin Luther King Jr. resemble any priestly qualities, kingly qualities, and prophetic qualities?
Well, to start off, he was actually a priest himself. So he just preached the message of God, like in the church, and in his that whole message as a spokesperson. As a king, he really led the troops. He told them what to do. He told the black people what to do in his situation. Like, he told my whole community, and he really just inspired us. And as a prophet, he did the same thing. He portrayed the message of God, and he just dedicated his life to fulfilling the message, to completing it.
Dude, that was like... Do you know any interesting facts about Martin Luther King Jr.?
Yeah, there's a lot of them. He was regularly beat as a child until he was about 15 years old. He was stabbed by a black woman when he was signing autographs. He was arrested many times, and his house was also put on fire while he was an adult. And finally,
what events made Martin Luther King Jr. famous?
Well, Martin Luther King Jr. was a civil rights leader. So, I think one of the events that make him famous was the I Have a Dream speech in Washington. Mm-hmm. So, where he said that, where he described his dream for America, for the future of America, where a white man and a boy and a white little boy and a black little girl can hold hands together,
right?
And then its ideal was unification of America as one people.
Thank you.
Okay.
What is Martin Luther King Jr.'s main career?
Well, Martin Luther King Jr., he was like a priest, and he really inspired me to follow God and all that stuff, you know what I'm saying? And then after that, he was a spokesperson, and he just really rallied my people to get us some rights, you know what I'm saying?
Why did you look up to Martin Luther King Jr.?
Because he was faced with the difficulties of being black, and it didn't hold him back.
In what ways did Martin Luther King Jr. influence your society?
Well, he was a hero, Us blacks get disrespected and all. And, I can't even drink water with my best friends. They're white, and I can't even drink water with them, He did a huge impact in my life.
What events made Martin Luther King Jr. famous?
Well, he wrote the I Have a Dream speech, which impacted the lives of many, including many African Americans at the time. He also was a civil rights activist, which led the Black Lives Matter movement.
What made Jesus have these priestly and kingly prophetic qualities? What did he specifically do?
So, Jesus was a king not only because the Bible states it in Revelation 9:16, but also because he set an example of authority and put in rules like in the Ten Commandments, which is something a king should do. A king also must take care of his people, which is what Jesus did and will do when he comes back to bring them all into his heavenly kingdom. In John 18:37, Pontius Pilate questioned if Jesus was a king, and he answered that he was a king, but not of this world, which means that Jesus is the king of heaven. So even though he was not a king specifically on earth, he was a king. He's the king of heaven. He is a prophet because he's a spokesman of God, and he foretells the future. Jesus specifically said he was going to come again, and he will. So he's foretelling the future there. And in Acts 2:30, he also explains why he is a prophet. And lastly, he is a priest because he's a bridge between God and man. He's literally the bridge between God and man. He's God in human flesh, and he connects us to God. He came to save us and connect us to God. Hebrews 7:26 and Hebrews 4:14 solidify that statement of why Jesus is a priest. And all these are just like Martin Luther King.
My name is Andres Cancelo, and thank you for watching Channel 12 News.